movement. Everyone in the community wants movement, but nobody knows the right way to go about getting the movement. But what most people fail to realize is movement is always happening. It's just that they forget movement is always happening. So to all of you out there watching this video right now, I want you to understand movement is happening in your life. With whatever it is that you want to manifest, there is movement currently going on in the 3D behind the scenes. The chess pieces are moving. You just can't see it and are unaware of it because you choose to focus on the wrong things. But this video is to reassure you, all of you watching this video, you will win. You just don't realize it yet. And you are way too caught up in the thoughts, and you are a slave to your thoughts instead of being a master to your thoughts. I want to give you guys a few examples, one from my own personal life recently, of how the chess pieces are always moving even when you don't see it, feel it, or believe it. First order of business, in my own personal life, about a month or so ago, I had someone come to me and tell me that they're getting ready to put a piece of property into my name, and I will be the owner of this property. Now, this piece of property has over $250,000 in equity and is worth over $500,000. And obviously, for those that know about real estate, that number will keep going up. So automatically, here we have in real time in the 3D, my net worth automatically jumps over $250,000 just like that. And it's actually more than $250,000 because obviously over time, the house will be paid off and the house will increase in value. And this was a complete shock to me because it came out of nowhere. I was not actively affirming specifically for a house to be given to me. I was not actively affirming for the particular house that I got to be given to me. I mean, I wasn't even really saying, if you want to say money affirmations or whatever the case, I wasn't necessarily even doing any of that around real estate or a certain amount of money. I wasn't actively affirming for $250,000 or $500,000 or $1 million. Like, I wasn't doing any of that. My affirmations overall tend to just be general, meaning I'll say something like, I'm wealthy, money flows to me easily and effortlessly, I don't have to work hard for money. You know, these are just beliefs that I naturally have right now from doing this stuff for year after year after year. And then poof, all of this stuff just happens out of nowhere. And again, like I'm saying, I don't know how or when it's gonna happen because the chess pieces are always moving behind the scenes. There's always movement, even when we don't see or even when it doesn't feel like there's movement. But what's even more shocking to me about this story is the source that this piece of real estate came from, because I can't get into the backstory because I don't know who's watching this video, and I don't want people that are watching this video, if it's family or friends or whoever that probably may know about the situation, I don't want them to watch this and be like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about, and then feel a type of way. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep identities under wrap. But when the person that came to me and talked to me about this property and said they wanted to put it in my name and leave it in my name, I could not believe it. I was utterly shocked because it came out of nowhere. And again, it was not on my bingo card, especially for 2025, especially considering other people could have definitely been given this house as well and have been decision makers, but they're not. Who is? Me. Again, the power of keeping your head down and just doing the work, not knowing when results are going to show up, and always understanding and trusting and believing the chess pieces are moving in the universe. God always has your back. Again, you will win. You just don't see it. How do I know you'll win and that you just don't see it? Because recently, Tim and I, we worked with a few people, and we had a few people recently reach out to us within a 24-hour time span and give us great news on their SP situations. Recently, we've had a few people reach out to us who are extremely anxious around their SP situation, obviously, as a lot of people are, understandably so. They were so worried about the 3D. They were so worried about, oh, it's been X amount of months. I haven't seen this person. Oh, I think it's over. They'll never talk to me again. I don't know why contact just stopped. The typical stuff you hear in the SP community when someone goes no contact with their person. However, recently, a turn of events happened out of nowhere that no one was expecting to happen this soon. And what shocked me the most was that both of these results happened less than 24 hours apart for these clients that I'm talking about. But what's even more crazier is what we discuss on our calls and how anxious and how upset some of the people become because they feel like they're running out of time, or they feel like they're doing it wrong, and they feel like, oh, I'm not getting results. Oh, this isn't going to happen. Oh, the probability is so low. And they start focusing on 3D circumstances and outside opinions. Just like over the years, I've had multiple people come to me and they say, oh, Marv, I went to this person. I went to this tarot person. I went to this psychic. And they said X, Y, and Z that I'll never hear from my person again. It's over. It's a wrap. And then the crazy thing is I hear stories like this and I'm like, I told you, we told you, it's not a wrap. Fuck what a psychic says. Fuck what a tarot reader says. They could be wrong and usually are wrong. Fuck what I say. I could be wrong. Fuck what anybody says. Nobody really knows. Everybody's just giving you their opinion. However, respectfully, I always trust my opinion more than I trust a lot of other people's opinion because I know I'm approaching this from a very centered, holistic approach. And I'm not approaching it from, oh, I believe this over here or, oh, I believe that over there. And I actually just look at the facts. I don't just go off of, oh, your energy or, oh, this is what happened in the past. This is what your story says. So based on what happened during your story or based on what you say and how you feel, it's totally a wrap. There's no coming back from that. I don't believe any of that because I believe anything can be salvaged and fixed. And these people that have recently contacted me within a period of 24 hours are letting me know that I am absolutely right and that no matter what happens in your situation, things can turn around. Because without giving too much information away, we recently had multiple people contact us and tell us that they had positive interactions with their person, whether it was over text, whether it was in person. They had great contact with their person when in their mind they were telling themselves, oh, I'm never going to hear from them again. Oh, this person said I would never talk to them again. It's a wrap. And then here we are pretty much 24 hours later or less than 24 hours later, after talking to me and after talking to Tim, these people literally get movement way faster than they were expecting. And these people are also going to see their SP again. I'm talking about in person. Some talked to them on the phone via text. Some actually saw their SP in person and they're going to see their SP again in person. Somebody hasn't seen their SP in months, and now they're getting ready to see their SP pretty soon here within the next couple of weeks. And guess what? You know that old saying that I always say, it's okay to make the first move sometimes? Guess what? Some of these clients did that. They made the first move. And guess what? It worked. So when people tell you, oh, I don't want to make the first move, don't believe that shit. Because sometimes that's necessary and sometimes it absolutely works. And also remember, just like I started this video with the movement, there's always movement going on behind the scenes. Because people that we've worked with, guess what? They run into their SP. And that was one of the situations that happened recently, is someone ran into their SP after months went by. Guess what? Now there's a chance to rekindle, to get the questions answered that you always had, to possibly start from something new. That's why I always tell you guys, nothing is final. Delay is not denial. Stop thinking because everything is delayed on your time frame because you keep paying attention to the time as it's currently constructed in the 3D that you're behind. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And as I've stated, movement will always happen, especially when you least expect it. Did I expect someone that I know to come to me and to say, yo, I'm going to put this property in your name? No, I didn't expect that at all. I was not expecting that. That was one of those manifestations that just came out of nowhere where I was like, what the hell?
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Like I said, I wasn't affirming for free real estate. I wasn't affirming that my net worth increases by X amount of dollars. I wasn't affirming any of that. That wasn't even on my mind. Like, it wasn't even on my radar. And for that to just come out of nowhere, that just shows me, don't worry about how, don't worry about when. When I have people tell me, oh, I ran into my SP out at this place, that just lets me know, I'm reaffirming to you guys, don't worry about the how and the when. I know it seems like it's a wrap. I know it seems like it's over, but I'm here to tell you that it's not over. As they say, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. I'm here to tell you, even when the fat lady sings, it's still not over. That's the type of mentality you gotta have, is you gotta tell yourself and know that it's never fucking over. At least it ain't over until I say it's over. And when I say I mean you. You, the person, gets to decide when something is over or not. Not the 3D, not me, not a psychic, not a tarot reader, not your friends, not your family. You get to decide when something is over. You get to decide how long you're going to persist at something. You will win. As long as you don't give up, I truly believe every single one of you watching this video, you are going to win. It is simply a matter of time. Get rid of your deadlines. Get rid of I need it to happen before the fall comes. Get rid of I need it to happen before the new year hits. Get rid of all of those ideas, because that's only putting resistance and anxiety on you. You guys have heard me say this religiously. The past and the future are two thieves that rob you of the present moment. The present moment is all that's real right now. You watching this video on YouTube, that's all that's real right now. Nothing else outside of that is real except for this moment right now that's going on in the present moment. And that's what you got to lock in on. That's why you hear these great teachers from the past. That's why you hear these great Buddhists, these monks, people saying the present is what matters. That's the hardest part about manifestation, is staying in the present moment, because you can't, because you are a slave to your thoughts instead of a master to your thoughts. And that's what I'm trying to help you to realize and to tame. You will win. Your manifestation is already yours. Just continue to persist in a healthy way in knowing it is simply a matter of time until it unfolds. Anybody that has ever accomplished anything in life, anybody that has ever gotten anything in life, they all have one thing in common. They didn't quit. They kept going. None of these people in life would have what they have if they had quit at any given moment. And that's why I'm here to tell you, do not quit. Keep going. All of you out there watching this video, you were closer. I promise you, you are closer than you realize. I know it feels like an eternity has gone by since your situation happened. It feels like it will never be resolved, but it's simply not true. Those are just the lies of yesterday and the memories of yesterday that are coming back to haunt you, and you keep replaying the old story, which is why you have to get control of your thoughts. Victory is yours. If you know it, believe it, and claim it. Claim it this day. One of the affirmations I say when I wake up every day is I say, thank you for victory. Before I even roll out of bed, I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking to myself, thank you for being victorious in all areas of my life. That's one of my affirmations that I want to share with you guys for you guys to have on your journey as well. And without fail, I guarantee you that will always be true. And I want you to know that you are always victorious in all areas of your life forever. Yours truly, Marv's Room.